Today I'm trying to make Ukrainian Cheburek. They call Cheburek. Actually, Cheburek is not really Ukrainian. Cheburek is like in Ukraine they have Crimea, and inside of Crimea they have a minority group. It's called Tatar or Tatars. Those Tatars, they live in Crimea and they live in Kazakhstan, from what I know. They might live somewhere else, but it's a certain nationality or minority group which is actually they are kind of like Mongoloid, more like Chinese kind of looking people. So they have certain kind of bread with meat which is called Cheburek. I don't know who gives it name, but a very long time ago I was in Kazakhstan and on train station, because I was on a train. On train station they have like certain stop, and you stop for like 20 minutes or whatever, and there is a certain place, kind of like a stand, a smaller shop, and they sell those chebureks. It's like a smaller burger place kind of stuff, but it's a cheburek. Cheburek is not a burger. Now, what's cheburek? Cheburek is not empanada like Spanish or South American or Mexican people have empanada. Empanada is like bread. Empanada normally is smaller bread than cheburek. And for empanada they cook beef or bell peppers, onions, everything. They cook before, and then they put in the bread, and then they fry. Now for cheburek, they don't cook meat before. They put raw meat, but very thin, inside of the bread, and then they fry. Now they don't put just the meat, they put onions, maybe garlic, certain spices. Then they put inside of the bread, and it's kind of bigger than empanada. And then they fry. And the final product is less dry. So if you cook empanada, it's supposed to be kind of dry, because you put cooked meat and they cook again, it will be drier. Now in case of cheburek, you put raw meat and you put like 1/3, normally it's like 1/3 of onion, and the way you put raw meat or ground beef or whatever ground meat you have, you cook with the onion, and then all together would give a water or stock or some kind of broth, you know. So basically they like kind of like empanada but bigger, with meat and with stock. It's not a dry meat, it's a meat with stock. It should actually, if you break, it should be like the broth or stock kind of flowing. And they don't make like empanada, they make like quite quite round and thick. In case of Cheburek, it should be thin. It could be long, big, but thin. It's kind of like cooking like I was a cook. I was cooking like raw meat, but breaded. Like you cook like breaded chicken. If you cook like breaded chicken for chicken katsu or anything, you cook breaded chicken or breaded. So if you cook like breaded chicken, breaded pork, breaded beef, breaded fish in America, in case of breaded, many times you cook raw but breaded. So Cheburek is like that, but it's not made by machines. It's made by people. So basically they put raw, but they add a lot of onions, like 1/3 of onions, to make more water, more stock. So the beef gives stock and the onion gives stock. So it should be juicy, kind of juicy. And the whole idea is like that. Now, I did see Chinese dumplings. Chinese dumplings actually made with raw meat, but they put some kind of Chinese spices. They put Chinese spices here and there, and they put bread. They don't really put into fryer. They steam it. I guess chebureks can be steamed too, but that, I guess, Tatar community, they fry it. You put in the fryer, hot oil. You put in the hot oil. The bread wise, I don't know exactly, because there are different opinions, but I'm gonna use, I have bread, wheat, flour. I have bread flour. I'm gonna use bread flour. There is all-purpose flour, there is bread flour. I'm gonna use bread flour. I'm gonna add oil, maybe salt, a little bit of this, and I'm gonna put ground beef with 1/3 of onions. That's pretty much is gonna be like cheburek. Now, if some people say you can make cheburek with mushrooms, with this, basically there are different variations. Now, I have Anaheim chili peppers, so I will make maybe few just like no peppers and few with Anaheim bell peppers just to see how it is. And I actually personally believe if you cook raw meat, it's okay. Some of them have with tomato juice or tomato paste or some tomatoes, so it has like beef, this, onion, garlic, whatever spices, plus tomato. Normally cheburek didn't make with tomato, but I might try with tomato. Anyway, I want to try today to make cheburek. I've never tried it, but I've seen. I did eat this, but I've seen on TV, on YouTube, some people are making. So I want to make my own cheburek or chebureks. Cheburek is one, chebureks would be many. I want to see how it is, and it would be my own, I guess, chebureks. So let's see how it is. So the empanada would look like this. It's a smaller, no real meat. Sometimes meat, but pre-cooked, and salsa. That would be empanada with salsa. So I'm gonna try to make cheburek. Strange name, Cheburek. Anyway, what I have is, I have dough. I was actually making empanadas without meat. So I have dough, I have this dough. Now I was using the bread flour. Now, normal split, I got this small one. Ground beef, 73.27. It's kind of like 730, what is known as a little bit more for fat, so it's not so hard. Now I need one third of onion. That's how they do. Approximately 1/3. So I have this white onion and I have this yellow onion. Now let me make white onion. So I'm gonna make this, because I'm clean. Altogether it comes to like 1/3. And I'll put some like black pepper, and I have dry garlic powder. I'll put salt. I can put any spices. So I diced my onion. You see, I diced. Now I need to mix this one with that. I'm using a glove because I don't like to mix raw meat with hand without the glove. Now I'm gonna put this one. This is garlic powder. Put some garlic powder, and then I'm gonna put some salt. This is salt. I use this one. Salt. And then now chebureks, they're normally big. So in my case, if I look at my oil, cheburek should be like that. From that to that. So I need to make dough like this from that to that. So suppose this is my dough. Because that was small piece like this. I cannot make big. But I have this bigger. Anyway, this is dough. I need to put the filling. So when you put the filling, don't put too much. Put like on half. Kind of like you make those quesadilla, and it should be quite flat. Make it flat, because this raw meat should be cooked. You have like this, quite flat. I would say 1 centimeter or less, like this. So I made like this. I basically take two, bend two. You can use fork later if you want. Additionally fork on each side. You know, like empanada. They have actually a machine. It's like a triangle machine, kind of small rolling machine. You roll like this. It will seal and make like kind of like triangle at the end. But I don't have that machine. So that's my cheburek. Flat like this. So let me cook. I like to cook at 350, but it's a little bit more. But I'm okay. Now because it's raw meat, it will cook longer. You see on the bottom? If it's on the bottom, it means it's cooking. When it is cooked, it will go up. So because raw meat it will take longer to cook, I will make another cheburek. See, now it's kind of getting close to the top, but you wait a little bit. Don't rush to remove. I'm still making second one. What you can do is, if you're not sure, you can put inside like this. You see it's on top, but it's not there yet. For ground beef, they suggest 160. It's okay, you make a hole, who cares? I know it should be more brown. You see, it's getting close. It should be more brown. I can tell by the look. That brown is fine. This looks pretty brown to me. So, for any fresh food, or cooked food, you should have a separate tool. You should never mix raw with unraw, with cooked. You should never mix cooked and cooked. So suppose this is my plate. So this one is for cooked. I'm not gonna use for raw. It's only for cooked. So I remove this, put on a plate. You see brown, it's cooked. Now I put this one. So this for cooked. For uncooked I use my hand. Or you can use spatula if you want. So then don't try to eat immediately because it's really hot. So I just wait. So I'm doing the same, a thin layer, less than 1 centimeter. So half, and then I'm gonna close. I put some water. Some put egg, some water. You can put extra water. And then I'm gonna close. So later you check. It should be like that, you see. Suppose I cut in half. You see, look at water and see. So water and kind of bouillon. It's wet. So it's not dry. The whole idea is to make wet. See, it's cooked and wet. Let's see water. Oops, it came out. But anyway, it should be wet. It's basically wet empanada, kind of wet empanada. So in Ukraine, many people are eating cheburek with sour cream. You can eat with anything you like, but like in general, many people think, I guess, sour cream is good. So I have sour cream. You just put a little bit. Pretty good. But I think next time I will try to make more juicy. This is good, but still a little bit dry. It's so good like this. Eat one and you're full. So I think one cheburek is for breakfast, but for lunch I think 2. So like I have this cover, 2 chebureks, and I'm okay actually to eat with salsa. This is green salsa, either green or red salsa. and I think it's pretty good. That's all I can say. Have a good time. Bye.